stop you because you got
Desert name. Yo, what's up, everybody?
What's up?
It's your boy Blitz.
It's your boy Blickety, Ickety, Smickety Blur.
Do not attempt to adjust your channel. No,
we're back.
You are now watching the old video, and yes, we're back. We're back again with brand new GCE news. So we've been on a little hiatus for a while.
Yes.
And we'll drop another video just for that.
It's been about what?
2 years.
2 years.
It's been about 2 years. The channel's still there. We haven't lost any members, which is awesome. And we'll do a separate video.
The reason why we took 2 years off, his wife had twins, my wife had twins. So it's been a bit of a twin of an idea.
Well, no, because if my wife showed up with twins, then I would be working on a merchant ship in the middle of the ocean right about now. Because I don't want no more babies.
Yes.
But anyway, guys, welcome back to a new edition of GCE News. We're going to bring you guys some new updates on some stuff that's been happening this year in 2026.
Yes.
So we just want to jump right in.
Just because we haven't been here doesn't mean we haven't been keeping our eyes on stuff. And as you can see, I have 4 eyes like my man here because I went blind over the last 2 years. You know, my age went up. And
he's been blind way before that. He just didn't want to get no glasses. It's been stubborn. But anywho, let's jump into number one. The first thing we're going to talk about is one of the most anticipated games of 2026, which is Crimson Desert.
What?
Crimson Desert.
The makers of Desert Crimson?
No,
the MMO. What was the MMO?
The MMO was Black Desert.
Black.
Pearl Abyss.
Pearl Abyss.
So
Black Desert, not White Desert.
No, not White Desert.
Okay.
So we are going to do some reviews on the actual game itself and talk about some things about that.
But as y'all already know, that's a big game, and just going
huge.
We do have it, but just going in and trying to do something in like 5 or 6 hours doesn't do the game justice because it really doesn't open up until you get further along.
That's right.
So we don't want to just come in and say what we think. We want to, really have the full experience of all that he can do. We played. He was doing some slingshot stuff from the top of trees. So it's a lot you can do in there. So we just don't want to bring you.
It's a true. We gotta do a separate video just about that because that's probably going to.
There's so much stuff you can do in there. You would never. There's not 1% unless you play everything that you can find. You can know what you can do in that game. When we found out something, we was like, "You can do what?" And he tried it. And we were like, "Oh my goodness, you can do it."
And we're trying to keep this video to 10 minutes. So
okay, yes, sir.
Shut up.
Yes, sir.
All right,
yes, sir.
So one thing we want to talk about is the March 19th release of Crimson Desert.
Sucked.
Now, me being a fanboy, of course, I prepaid for the game probably like, I don't know, 4 months ago. And within that, I thought I was going to be playing that game first day, 12:01, as per course with every other video game released with a midnight drop and things of that nature. So imagine my dismay when I logged into the game.
Did you say dismay?
I said dismay.
That's a big word.
I was dismayed and dismantled.
Okay.
Not dismembered. And I went into there and there was a countdown and I went to make sure everything was loaded so like the game would just start running at 12 o'clock. And it was like 21-hour countdown. And so when I first looked it up, I found out that it was going to be released for 3 p.m. globally. And then as I got closer to the date, I found out, no, it's actually going to be 6 p.m. So your boy was hurt. I was pretty upset.
Well, he ain't telling you the whole truth. He ended up getting the game, downloaded it, and looked at the title screen. And because he had done so much, he fell asleep while looking at the title screen on his couch with the controller in his hand.
I was definitely gonna be a 12:01 guy rocking. But with all that being said, running into the news part of it, the global release time was a big problem, not just for me, not poor fanboys like me, but for a lot of people.
Because people took off.
Pissed off.
Because people took off.
People took off work and, people was like, honey, we can't go out for our anniversary because I got something to do.
And then you got to realize a lot of the kids would not have been home. So they got a chance to really play it. Not at 6 p.m.
Nope.
Everybody was home at 6 p.m.
So when the game did download at 6 p.m., of course, by the time you finish running around and practices and school and work and all this other different stuff, I didn't even get a chance to play the game that night. I was knocked out. But that morning, though, it was fun. So kudos to Pearl Abyss for setting up all the patches that were released in that first 24 hours. Well, I say 48 hours because they dropped some major patches and the gameplay is that much better. I thought it was good as is with a couple little hiccups, but I did it on the PS5 and wonderful game. So, of course, the release time was a big problem that a lot of people had. And as far as the PS5 is concerned, it's slightly above average for the PS5. There's some, like, he was over there watching it when I was doing it on the PS5. And he said, man, that looks good. I was like, yeah, but wait till I do this. And I was like, yeah, wait till the sun go down. Like, yeah, wait until I do this movement here. Then you can be like, oh, okay. There was some blurriness and some haziness involved. There were times I had it on high performance, the high quality version. There were times I came up a hill and then flowers just start blooming. You know, the computer trying to catch up and stuff like that. Now, I'm not saying that to take anything away from the game itself. It's an immaculate game.
I think it was, my only problem with it is I think it was made for PC and PS5 Pro.
Yeah,
because the PS5, as far as getting a look at it, didn't come up until the end of like the night before, or a couple of hours before, from my understanding. So I really think that it was really not made for the hardware of the PS5, and I don't want to say that Pearl Abyss didn't. I'm not saying that they actually worked. The game is wonderful, but I think that, to me, there's more PS5 than PS5 Pros. So I would have thought it would at least run as good as it can run on the PS5. Then you work up from that, I guess, from PC. I don't know how. Look, I don't know how it's done. I don't know how the code. I don't know none of that. So if I'm wrong, please forgive us. Don't kill us in the comments. But to me, it seems to be it was not like with the PS5 in mind. It's more of a PS5 Pro in mind. It runs good. Yeah. But if you have to take down not the resolution, but the screen, what's it called? When the screen flicker, what is it called? I can't think of the name of it.
FPSs?
No, the other thing. The hertz of your screen. Instead of having variable, you have to turn the screen down.
On the PS5 itself.
Yeah, you have to turn it to stationary, like 60 frames per second, or the hertz of the screen. I can't remember the name of it, guys, but they say if you take it from variable to a constant, it takes away a lot of the blur, and it did. Yeah. But we wouldn't have known that if some wonderful person online wouldn't have said it.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff still being found out about it, and today it's been out for a week. Yeah, it's been out almost a week. It's a little under a week, but it's new stuff popping up for it every day. And I've been playing it since it dropped, and it's just getting better and better. Or in the words of my Uncle Cephas, betterer and betterer. Right. You know your Uncle Cephas. But it's even at 30 frames per second, this game would have been awesome. Still, you're rocking there around a little bit above 30, and sometimes you can get to 60. It depends on how good you can tweak your stuff, but yeah, it's a beautiful game either way.
It's a beautiful game, and I'm not taking nothing away from Pearl Abyss. They did a good job.
Wonderful job, but it does feel like the game was geared more towards the Pro and the PC. Yeah, and maybe they couldn't formulate it to house it all in the PS5, which is fine. At least they're not making a play for the PS6.
And look, I'm gonna be honest with you. At least it didn't come out. Like, look, I love me some Cyberpunk, but them first weeks of Cyberpunk when on the PS5, it sucked. I mean, was it PS4 or PS5? PS4.
It was PS4.
I think maybe 4. It was 4.
It was 4 because I didn't get a PS5 till after.
Right. So look, we played it, and so. It's way better than that.
Yeah, and we still played it, and kudos to them guys also for Cyberpunk. Yeah. Which probably is going to go down as one of the most
fixed game. One of
the most fixed, or one of the most ambitious games out there. Okay. All right, so let's jump on to number 2. Speaking of PS5, we want to talk about some news in the PS5 world that's not related to Crimson Desert. It's hard to believe, right?
PlayStation sucks.
Well, let's be a little more biased about how we say this, okay? So the PS5 price hike taking place April the 2nd of 2026, which is a couple of days from now, and it's going to take a $100 price hike. So how does that affect you? So let me see. The PS5. The regular PS5 base unit is now going to be...
That's with the disc.
With the disc. The regular one is now going to be $649.99 US. The digital PS5 is going to be, which is no disc, which is going to be $599.99 US. And the Pro itself also bumped up $100, which is now going to be $899.99 US.
If you had taxes and tags on that, you're looking at.
Did you say tags?
Yeah, so taxes and tags is going to be about 900 and some odd dollars.
Yes,
almost $1,000.
And the portable, slightly dodge a bullet is going to hit your pocket for an extra $50. So instead of coming in at $199, it's now going to come in at $249.99 US, which is something there. Now, the reason that we're getting from Microsoft, not Microsoft, PlayStation, for the increase is the memory chip shortage.
The RAM shortage. Bull crap.
See, we're at an age now where he's coughing. I have to take it seriously because we're at an age where we really could be, seasoned up or something like that. So you're good.
The way
that was just for the video.
Yeah, the way I see it is this.
Because I got 911.
They said that they bought enough so this wouldn't really bother them. Normally, all systems go down as the years progress. I think they're doing this for money. I don't think that because normally companies take a loss on the system and they make most of the money, if I'm not mistaken, on the games. So them charging $100 on a game system that's what 4 years old right now?
Yeah. I was about to find out the release date on the PS5.
I think about 4 years old, if I'm not mistaken. Y'all can check us. So a 4-year-old game, you're charged an extra $100. I thought Xbox was stupid for doing that, and they're not selling those systems, and they still up theirs. So I think it's a money grab for me. Now it could be the market. Yeah, I don't think so though. I think it's a money grab.
It feels suspicious.
It's a money grab.
Yeah, I mean, games like Crimson, and it's right around the cusp of Crimson Desert dropping, like a week after Crimson Desert, then the prices go up.
PlayStation, though, they got a good console. They know that they're the top dogs, and they know that people will buy their crack. So we're going to sell you this crack for a little bit more money.
Can we all out there as a gaming community just admit that PlayStation won the war? Can we just say that? Can you say that?
Not against computer.
No, PC is a different
animal.
PC is a different kingdom, but in the kingdom of console style games, PlayStation won the battle.
I think they did.
Yeah, they took out Atari. They took out Sega.
I don't think they took out Atari. I think Atari was getting down, was losing ground once everything else started coming out. 2600 Atari. Anyway,
and Nintendo got Mario and Breath of the Wild.
Mario.
It's not a big bet. Not a big pull to pull from.
So I just think it's a little suspect.
Let's all just admit PlayStation won a console.
I think it's suspect. I think they know that they're the big kings and they can do what they want to do, and people still buy the product.
But this $100 hike might cost them. I think Crimson Desert is going to push a lot of units.
I don't think so.
People who don't have PlayStations or want to get the PlayStation Pro so the Crimson Desert runs smoother, because still, even at $649 or the $899, the average PC that you're going to buy now because of the prices of stuff, because of bits and all that jazz, you still come out a little bit cheaper.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think Crimson Desert is good, but I don't think it's a system pusher.
Yeah,
I think because it came on PC. Now, if it didn't come on PC and was on PlayStation 5 exclusively, maybe.
Yeah.
But because it's on PC.
But see, a lot of people get PCs. You got to know how many RAMs it get, the kind of graphic card, the bit. You got to know how to tweak it. A lot of like that. People love that plug and play of the console units. People like me. Now, I got a gaming laptop, and you got to go in there and tweak stuff. It's PlayStation is just that when it cut on. Maybe if my laptop did that when I cut it on, it may be a little more.
So the consensus between us, we think it's a little fishy. It's a little fishy to me. I don't think
stirring the Kool-Aid there.
Yeah, I think they put something in the Kool-Aid and they want us to drink it. And I'm not getting a Pro. I don't care what.
Just so we don't sound like we're picking on PlayStation. Speaking of consoles, there's another console we got to talk about. Number 3. This is something close to his own heart.
Nintendo right now, because they did not do very well
during the holiday season.
Analysts, or the rumor is, because they didn't do good at the 2025 holiday season, they're cutting their production 30%. You know why they're cutting their production to 30%? Because people who were not Nintendo servants, not servants. I don't want to call them servants because I like Nintendo. People that were they love Nintendo. They'll buy Nintendo stuff. Fanboys, that's the word.
Yeah.
All the Nintendo fanboys bought it when it came out. They did, right?
Yeah.
But then they convert none of the other people.
Yeah.
Because I didn't buy it.
I played. I got a Switch 2 via my daughter because I'm just it's got a lot on there I want.
Who got a Switch 2?
Huh?
Who?
Don't she have a Switch 2? Well, she got a Switch. Oh, she got a regular Switch.
I about that, man. You about to buy it.
She might have a Switch 2. I don't know because I don't play it. Her and her friends come over and it's like, let's play the Switch. Anyway, so what that mean number wise? So it's going down from 6 million units down to 4 million units, which is still a crap ton of units.
It is.
But with no new game dropping on there to really clinch people in, it's probably a good move for them. I don't know how it's going to affect everybody because who doesn't have a Nintendo already?
I think the problem that Nintendo ran into was that, and this is just just me, is that if your handheld is not at least at a PS5 Pro level of graphics,
yeah,
then how are you going to get any of the good third party? I'm not talking about old third party games. I'm not talking about Cyberpunks or things that came out 3 to 4 years old that Nintendo was still trying to sell for full price.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is something like Crimson Desert come out and it can't really play Crimson Desert.
No.
No. It can't play none of the new games that's coming out.
Is there a handheld that can run? Can the Steam Deck run?
I think that, from what I hear, I have to look it up, but I think it can. I think they would have a more problem with the ROG Ally, and that we have to look it up. If y'all know, y'all can tell us that they wouldn't start on the ROG Ally, but I think the Steam Deck. Now, the Steam Deck, now, if the Steam Deck can do it, matter of fact, we're going to pause it right here, and we're going to ask them to look at it, then we'll be back.
Yeah. All right.
So, we found out.
So, we did some diligent research. We drove to caught a plane to the house.
We caught a plane?
We caught a plane. We drove a plane? No, we caught a plane and then drove it.
I thought we Ubered it.
We Ubered a plane. You can Uber planes too now,
And helicopters and boats.
Went to the Chamber of Commerce and looked up some stuff. But anyway, so the Steam Deck can run it. And also
Poorly. It has to be on a very low setting.
Very low setting. But it would not look good.
But it can play it.
And the ROG can run it also, but you're looking at 20 frames per minute.
No, they said between 60 and 50, 30 to 60.
30 to 20. It was a 20.
Yeah, 30 to 20.
It's going to run poorly.
It's going to run. The frame rate, but when you're on a plane and you're playing it.
Yeah, I mean, the screen is this big, so you're not looking for a super clear resolution.
But as long as it can play it. Now, the Steam Deck is old, but it can play it. Poorly, but can play it. You ain't going to get that on. To me, you ain't gonna get it on Nintendo.
Nintendo couldn't do the loading screen.
So my problem
it is OLED.
Yeah, but not the new one.
Not the new one.
Not the new one.
I knew that when I said it.
So I think the issue with Nintendo for me is that I think to me the Nintendo Switch 2 is nothing but a Nintendo One Pro. I'm not gonna say that it's not. It looks like it's a very good system, but to me, you charge more for it. I got you. But right now, with all the money problems that people are having, and people trying to hold on to stuff, I think Nintendo's market share as far as the Switch 2s is going to fall off. I think by this time next year, it might be lower than what it is now.
Yeah, Nintendo is charging.
Because really, for Mario is the only one. Not Mario, but my daughter said if she gets a Switch 2, it might be just for the Pokemon. But then she said she don't want to get it. Because, again, if all I get is Pokemon and a new Mario and maybe a new Zelda, and then we don't know when that's coming out. So I got a Switch 2 and I don't got no games I can play on.
Yep. And they're charging you 3 tanks of gas to buy that unit. Yep. That's how we're going to rate how much stuff costs now. We don't do dollars and cents. We're rating stuff in tanks of gas.
So I think they just couldn't convert 30% of their old customer base, which, the Switch 1 sold like gangbusters. So I don't think they can turn enough people from the Switch 1s to Switch 2.
It feels like they pulling the iPhone thing. Hey, we're moving the charger on this side. Here's a new iPhone and it's red.
No, they said, from what I got, they said it runs better. The graphics are better. The machine is the heads above shoulders of the Switch 1.
Yeah, but it's still just hitting the minimum of the other handhelds out there.
That's true.
It's better for Nintendo, but as far as the industry standards concerned, they're just coming up to standards that were set back in the early 2000s.
I don't know.
I could be off about that.
So. I can't agree. I can agree and disagree. I think the ROG Ally, because the Switch is meant to be played longer time and it's lighter. The RGI look like a tank. I can knock you out and kill you with that.
Why would you knock me out?
I'm just telling you, that's how
the other, bro.
That's how it's built. Greedy. So because they want it thin, they want it portable. There's certain trade-offs that you have to take, and maybe because they don't have the bulkiness of it, they couldn't put a beefier, processor in it or GPU in it. So I mean, I don't got to switch to. I got to switch one and OLED. The OLED one, the little bigger one. I have two of them. So I love Nintendo, but they don't have enough third-party game for me. So I would love to have Crimson Desert and been able to put on a Switch 2, and it really played right well. I think that would just be dope. But you don't have it. So now I gotta wait for a new Zelda. I gotta wait for
Nintendo. If you add anything to your list,
and then Mario Kart World wasn't that good. Everybody didn't like it. It wasn't that good. If you're gonna jump
the line, jump the shark, and add any game to your system, get World of Warcraft, and this guy right here is gonna this guy here is gonna get.
Well, we're not gonna talk about that because
he's gonna get fired.
The new Midnight.
He's not gonna eat.
The new Midnight DLC storyline sucked, and we're gonna do a whole.
That's a different video.
That's a different video, but it sucked. That oh my god! It sucks.
Final thoughts?
Crimson Desert right now.
Awesome.
3 million or 4 million right now? I think 3 million.
First day, the pre-order was 2 million, and then that first 24 hours was jumped up to be another million, and it's been a week, so I don't even know what it is now.
Maybe close to 4 million.
So
look at the numbers.
You'll see some. So IGN. IGN,
I clap you because
keep
you gave
Crimson Desert name out your mouth.
You gave Dragon Age Zelda a 9, but you gave Crimson Desert a 6, and then tried to talk about Pearl Abyss.
Okay.
IGN.
Thank you everyone for tuning in for another episode of GCE News. This is our big comeback episode, and what more fitting than Crimson Desert and things of that nature. So thank you so much for tuning in with us, and please leave some comments and like and share and spread.
Do me a favor, put in the comments how much you do dislike IGN.
Please. No, that's a different.
I know, but just put it in something you don't like them because they're crackheads. They're crackheads. They're crackheads. Oh God, that's an old. So we're old. We're Gen X, so we can say crackhead, and we know they're crackheads. IGN people, they're crackheads. They talk about the gay. Oh, I should.
All right, and signing off now on that note, this is your boy Blitz.
This is your boy Blur.
Thanks again for tuning in.
And we'll GCE you what?
Later. Peace out. Why you gotta get all riled up, man?
Because IGN is full of crap. You don't want to say keep it.
It's a different video. Thank you, everybody.
You got
Crimson Desert name out your mouth.